Oh, did you do your potato thing?
Yes! Hell yeah! And it was fucking amazing.
Can we get our potatoes back?
I didn't took your potatoes.
Oh, I thought you took 3 potatoes.
I was tempted, but I didn't because I knew I was gonna smash them by the time I had my presentation. It's working. Okay. Ba-dum! Let's begin.
Way more.
Woo! I can hear it now.
I can't.
I don't know what the hell. But can you hear this?
Yep.
Okay.
That's what
That's
matters.
what really matters. It's been 13 episodes and we still have no clue how to use this. I feel like the monkey that is just typing on a typewriter and like
Also,
sometimes a podcast comes up.
But we also at some point need to talk about, because it is fast approaching that you're going to submit your PhD, and then what happens if we don't have access to the studio anymore?
I don't know. I think there will be a period of time where even though I'm not working at DTU and I'm not a student at DTU, I still have access.
Yeah.
Like at least
does your card expire?
27.
Okay, so probably until then.
I think as long as I have access to my email,
Yeah.
it should be fine.
Okay.
So I don't know how long it is, but I hope that it's at least a few months after I defend my thesis.
Yes, but you're going to be
So-
gone for 2 of them.
Yeah, unfortunately for 2 months we won't have a podcast.
Or we can try and do it remotely.
No, that's not gonna happen.
We could do it over Zoom.
Do you think definitely not. Even if you manage to get to a quiet place, which could be this one, or somewhere in
Yes.
Canada or wherever, I will be in my house with the cat, with my mom.
Bring the cat.
My mom is so fucking loud. So
Bring your mom.
we can make it in Spanish.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll just sit there doing my Dora Spanish.
Yes, and I will want to throw you a piece of bread through the internet.
Amazing.
Yeah, awesome. Or we can just have a bunch of episodes during Christmas
True.
and
then
fake it
just-
until we make it. Like, oh,
You're not supposed
happy
to
New
say
Year's.
that on the podcast.
We're gonna cut this out.
Okay.
We both know this is not gonna be cut out.
No.
Anyway.
You're in charge of editing, so my literal destiny is on your shoulder. Like, I actually have 0 control over what goes on the internet.
That is not exactly true, because sometimes you tell me, well, like one time you told me, like, oh, please don't put this, and
Yes.
then you said some things that were not actually that bad. But yeah, I didn't put it.
Thank you.
If you say don't put this, I won't include it.
Yeah,
But if you don't want to say shit about Valerie's daddy issues,
Oh my god.
oh, also, now that I uploaded the last episode, I know how many viewers we have now
Oh yeah?
that we have a trailer.
And
25.
what did we have before?
20.
Oh, okay. So there's 5 more people.
That is
like
substantial.
Regular, like
for the last 3 episodes, like we increased by 5-ish. I think the one who the one who has had the most views or not views, like listens, I think was the Vegas episode,
yeah, okay.
something like that.
So people like it when we don't talk about climate.
Well, they're in luck because we barely do.
We like exhausted all of the
That is not true. We're close. This morning she's like, "What the fuck are we gonna talk about today?" And I'm like, "Ha! I have a screenshot of you answering that question."
Yes, true. Past me had more brain cells than current me.
That's okay. We are on a Thursday. We are allowed to
Yes.
be kind of useless.
We're a little useless today, but you have a lot of energy. You
I
have
had-
much more energy than I do.
I had a
right
good
now.
day, I
Good.
think. Well, regular working day. I just met up with a friend. It was good.
Good.
It was fine.
I'm happy to hear that.
Yes. Did you? Oh, yes, you did something exciting on the weekend. You
Yeah,
went to Aarhus. Like,
I went to
tell us about it.
Aarhus.
You went to
Oh my
what?
god, has it been okay? Yeah, it feels like that was so long ago, but it's actually only been 4 days.
I feel we recorded like a month ago,
Yeah, I
but it's
also
been
feel like that.
just a week. We are so productive nowadays
know.
that a week feels like a month.
I know it's. I don't know if that's a good thing. I feel like we're squeezing a lot of things. Into
I think I need that at this moment in my life.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. No. Aarhus was a lot of fun. It's like I haven't really gone to any festivals. Well, which is crazy because I've been dancing for 3 years, and the only festivals. What?
Wait, you went to Copenhagen in the exchange?
Yeah. Okay. I've only been to festivals in Denmark.
Okay.
I've been to Sønderborg, I've been to Aarhus, and I've been to Copenhagen.
All still in Denmark.
Yes. And I'm
Okay.
saying, like, at this point, I feel like I should have gone to a festival outside of Denmark.
Haven't you been in Sweden?
No.
Ah, okay. I thought you have.
I went to some, like, day-long workshop thing that had,
but
like,
you haven't been in, like,
tango
the snowball that they have
No.
in December.
I wanted to go to Winter Jump and also, but I was way too late. Like, the problem with these festivals is they open tickets, like, 4 months before, and then I haven't been, like, paying attention enough.
Yeah, that's fair.
But my goal next year, I'm not taking classes in Lindy next year, or this year, actually. I've just stopped.
Wait,
my goal,
aren't you taking tap classes?
but not Lindy.
Okay.
Yeah, just tap.
Fair.
And now I have the dance group, so I sort of learned from them. But my goal next year is to go to more festivals outside of Denmark.
Okay.
So I'm already planning to go to Winter Jump, which is in Oslo.
When is it?
February 19th,
Okay.
I think.
I won't be around.
No, you won't. But also, if you learn boogie, I'm going to the Boogie Feet Festival, also in Oslo, in July.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, so you should learn.
July?
Yeah.
Oslo?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to learn my boogie woogie.
You do. And I don't know, there's some in between, like, because I have a lot of dancer friends who have gone to festivals, so I can ask them, like, which ones are the best and da-da-da. But I think the problem is they're all good. So you kind of want to go.
It's just a matter of planning and
like,
money.
there's one in Brno in the Czech Republic that's also apparently very good. But that, I think, is the same weekend as the also one. Anyway, like, there's so many of them, and you need to choose which ones to go to, and I hate making decisions. And it's
this
really
cost
stressing.
of opportunity. If
know.
you go to one, you don't go to the
I
other.
know.
That's terrible.
I know. But at least the money that I'm saving on Happy Feet, or by
That
not
is
going to
true.
Happy Feet, I can spend on...
A fraction of what you will spend on the
Okay, but it's
tickets.
actually not... So a Happy Feet course is like 800 kroner now, or like 790.
Something like that. I don't remember.
A festival, like at least the also one, or what was I looking at recently? Anyway, it was something like 2,500. So it is like a third of the price. So if I go to one festival every 3 months, that's the equivalent amount. No, not even. How many months is it?
It's like
Happy Feet
2
class?
months. It's like 8 classes.
Yeah,
Ish.
true. It's like 2 months. But then, like, sometimes I would take 2. So I'm saying, like, if I go to 4 next year, that's kind of the equivalent of what I spent on classes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just ignoring all the accommodation and
Yeah,
flying.
yeah, it doesn't count.
Yeah.
Well, if it's an Oslo, I'm not flying. I'll just take the train.
Fair. But
It's still
you
it's still
pay
travel.
for the train again.
Yeah, but that's girl math. I just don't pay attention to that stuff.
I love it. It's just girl math.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah. If you don't think about the cost, then it doesn't.
Then it's very
exist.
cheap.
Exactly.
That's my girl math when I go to Colombia. Like if I ignore the price of the tickets, I'm saving so much
Exactly.
money.
If you just ignore some prices, then everything is cheap. Also, if you buy it, like if I'm buying for Winter Jump in November, by the time I get to Winter Jump, it's free.
It's free. That I have that same thing when I go
Exactly.
windsurfing.
That's girl math.
I already paid for my next season lessons, which are
Yes.
gonna be in April-ish. By the time they come, they will be free.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that's how I'm justifying going to
Hashtag
festivals.
girl math.
Girl math.
Yeah.
But no, Aarhus was a lot of fun. I performed again, and it went less well than the first time.
Really?
Well, not because it went fine, but all of us, it was really unprepared. It was so chaotic. So we, me, Emily, and Nikolai got there on Friday.
Yeah.
And we performed on Saturday. So we were already there. But the rest of them drove from Copenhagen on Saturday, left Copenhagen at like 4 p.m. and we were supposed to perform at 9:45. So, and the drive is like 3 or 4 hours.
But that's like way too tight.
It's super tight. And this is because Per and Siegel were teaching or something. They had something. And Naomi was working and Libor was also, or something. Anyway, they all came in the car and obviously, inevitably, there was traffic. So they didn't show at 9:45. So we had to push the performance to the second performance slot, which is 11. But they still only arrived at like 10-ish because they had to like park the car and get changed.
Yeah.
So we couldn't run through at all before we went on at like together, which normally you would run through at least once.
Yeah.
We didn't. So then during the performance, like I actually felt like it wasn't my best performance, but I didn't mess up, or I didn't feel like I messed up. Like I hit all the steps and I felt like the energy was good, but you could tell that everyone at some point was like out of sync. Which was fine because the energy sort of made up for it. But there was one point where I literally ran into Nikolai because I had turned at a different time that he had turned, and then
Okay, but he was there on time as well.
I don't know if at that point I don't know who messed up. One of us did.
Okay.
And like it was fine, and you play it off because, and also if no one like there's a bit of an issue because people know the Big Apple. Like this routine.
Yeah, it's a recognized
known,
routine. People know
but
what
at
to
the
expect.
same time, it's like chaotic enough as a routine. Like we perform not as like perfectly aligned anyway. Like all of us have our own style and so you can kind of play it off as like I just did a variation.
Oh yeah, of course I planned this.
Exactly. So the energy, like,
okay.
But we have an Instagram, and we were like, do we put this on the Instagram? Because we have a video from Swing Shoes that we put on because it actually was really good.
Yeah, I saw it.
And then I'm sitting there like, I don't know if I should put this one on because I think that performance not everyone was happy with.
Okay.
Which is fine. Like,
it's totally
whatever.
fine, yeah.
But when you're posting it on the internet.
Yeah, it's your social media. It's curated.
And we have
content.
like we can put so many other things. So yeah, it went fine, but it was a bit chaotic.
Okay. But how was it apart from your performance?
It was really good. It was so much fun.
Okay, I saw must have been on Instagram that there was like a workshop for like folk music where they had like violins.
I missed that one actually.
That one
looked
really cool. Actually pretty great.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have gone if I just see it on the program. It's like a folk music. Oh no, that doesn't sound like me. But it was actually pretty good.
Like a lot of fun. But all the workshops were really good. I actually ended up missing the first workshop because it was beginner and I didn't. But the other thing was, so there were two Lindy teachers, Gunhild and Ruben from Norway. Mm-hmm. And the only thing are obviously very like good dancers. Yeah. But the only thing anyone could talk about was how hot Ruben was. Like everyone.
Was he the super tall guy?
Yeah, super tall guy who looks like literally a Viking. Like
that guy, yeah. If you put it on a movie, he's playing like Thor.
If you put Norwegian man into ChatGPT, he will come out.
Yeah.
And it was
every time I see him dancing, I'm impressed by how good he is, considering how big he is.
But also her, like she's like a Barbie.
I don't know her. Like I'm too focused on the man.
That's the thing. Like regardless of gender, everyone was talking about how good Ruben looked. And not because like anyone like it's just like admiration of like how giant and like his hair is really nice. Just him, like his aura, and he's also like a really nice person.
Okay, and that's good.
He was goofy, and he made these like really awkward jokes that you're like, "Haha, that was terrible." You know, like he's
terrible.
Dork.
I get it.
Exactly.
I like it.
Yeah, exactly. So he's not only giant and good looking, but also goofy.
That's good.
Which is a great combination. So that's all I know. Included, like all the men included.
Okay,
that's all I know.
Usually, when you see people who are very tall, like they are not the most gracious with their bodies.
Exactly, but
he somehow not only is okay, but also he's a great dancer.
Yeah,
like a teacher level.
He's a great dancer. He seems like a great person, and it was just everyone was so in awe of him.
Like this is possible.
Yeah. So the dancing was good. Like he was also DJing, and he was a very good DJ. So yeah, the dancing was really good. The venue was cool. It wasn't too crowded because I mean, the festival was like undersubscribed.
Okay.
Or they didn't sell all the tickets that they want to, but that also made it way nicer to dance because you're not running into people.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. So I actually enjoyed it a lot there was also a space outside the dance floor where you could sort of decompress.
Yeah, chill.
Yeah, and after the performance and before the performance, I needed to be like, ugh.
And apart from the dancing, did you all like went to an Airbnb like last time?
Yeah, we all had an Airbnb. We had breakfast together.
Aww.
We went to the beach. Ivan and I went swimming in the morning. Yeah, it was really cute.
Oh, so nice.
Yeah, it was cute, and yeah, it was. I mean, we all came home late, so it was very. But like for example, we came home. The doors closed at 1:45, and then there was an official after party which was in the city, but our Airbnb was closer to Tuuli, which was not in the city, so we decided not to go because we were like, we don't want to go all the way into the city and come back. So instead we had our own little after party, which was eating pizza that we had ordered preemptively because we knew we'd be hungry, and talking about cannibalism.
Cannibalism?
It only came up because I woke up the earliest that morning and went shopping. And when I was in I saw this cheese that was on sale, and it was like it had cumin seeds in it. And then I told them, they were like, "Do we have breakfast for tomorrow?" And I was like, "Yeah, I bought this cumin cheese." And they bought human cheese, and then we started talking about cannibalism.
Wow.
So that went on for about an hour and a half. And then we went to bed at like 3. But we had our own little after party. There were people who went to the club, and there were us eating pizza.
Exactly, the club of the 30-year-olds.
Exactly.
Who just
we're like, yeah, we don't have energy.
Let's have cold pizza and talk shit and go to bed.
Exactly.
That sounds like a way better plan, honestly. Especially after you've been dancing for hours.
I know.
Like, you're tired.
Exactly. We needed a bit of, talking time.
Yeah.
Like
decompress.
Social. Exactly. Like social. Like I feel like dancing is social, but it's more physical. And then we needed a bit of, I only have one brain cell, but it needs to be with other brain cells right now.
Yeah. Like to socialize. That's good.
Yeah.
I also like when dancing is not about socializing, because sometimes you just want to dance.
Exactly.
And you're like with someone new. It's like, I don't care what your name is. I don't want to know what you do for a living. I'm going to forget 5 seconds from now. So let's just have a good dance.
Yeah. And the nice thing about festivals, which is also why I want to go to more of them, is that not that people in Copenhagen aren't good, but there are really good dancers who come from places to go to festivals, and people who are quite good at dancing.
I agree.
Or more confident, at least. And you get different styles of dancing.
And I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different styles on stuff.
Yeah, which is really nice. But even when you go to Sweden, you notice that people dance differently. Or when people from Sweden come to Copenhagen or come to Denmark.
When I was in Stuttgart and I was in the dancing community, I saw a lot more of other styles. Like, of course, they have the classical indie that you're used to.
Yeah.
But they also had different stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
That was like, well, I kind of know this, but not really. So show me. Let's dance.
I went to Berlin once and went to a social, and it just the dancing was different, and it's nice because I think everyone in Copenhagen, you learn from the same people and you dance with the same people. It's not a big community, so that's why also.
Yeah, it's like they speak with a different accent.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's nice.
Yeah, so I got more inspired. This also happened to me last year when I went to Aarhus. I was like, I need to go to more festivals, and then this year I ended up being so busy. So next year, I'm making it intentional. Like I will take time off work. Like I won't schedule any vacations specifically that aren't dancing right now. I'm gonna prioritize.
Okay, that sounds very cool.
Yeah, or I think I have to, because otherwise all of my vacation days get taken up by other things. Yeah, Norway, or I'm going to Japan. Like I'm coming. Yeah. Like I'm already eating in 2 weeks of my vacation in January. So
well, look at the bright side. You're not in the United States. Otherwise, that would be all your vacations.
Yeah, I know. But already, this is the thing also. We've talked about this before about being spoiled in Denmark. I'm like, why don't I have more vacation?
What am I going to do with all my vacation time and money?
30 days?
Oh my God. How do I choose?
Still I don't have enough. So, now I'm being intentional about it. I've already signed up for Boogie Feet Festival, and that's the most advanced planning I've ever done. And that's, so I took, it's 8 months from now. 9 months from now.
Okay.
And I've already signed up.
Well, I'm very happy to hear that. I hope I will get to join you in at least Boogie Woogie, because that sounds very fun.
It'd be so fun.
Plus, the music is so good.
The music's so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, the taster, or the class on Tuesday, so much fun. It was very crowded, but it was so much fun.
Yeah, it was good. It was pretty good. I want to invest on that a little bit. I did also something nice during the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I got the.
You went
I told you about it. Yes, we talked about it last time.
Yeah.
I convinced my PhD school to give us money to go windsurfing with all the PhDs.
Yeah.
And I think 14, 15 people signed up. And it was so funny when I showed up, everyone showed up a few minutes early, and they're like, oh, so they were asking me questions, but they were assuming that was also my first time. And I'm like, no, I have been doing this for a couple of years already. And they're like, oh, okay. But it was nice. Everyone changed in the wetsuit, and they didn't know what to expect. The instructors were a little at the beginning, everyone is a little shy, and it's like, okay, hello, blah, blah, blah. And then when we were on the water, it was fucking amazing. It was very windy.
Was the wind good? Okay.
For being the first time.
Ah, okay.
But the wind was coming from the east, which means that it comes from the ocean and means that there is way less choppy. So there's less gust. So it's better. It's more consistent.
Nice.
And it was just amazing for me. There was not a lot of wind. I was not just going full speed, but if you're a beginner, there was a lot of wind.
Yeah.
So they struggle a lot during the first half.
Yeah.
Also, like some people just like drift away, and then they had to like paddle back to the shore. That was fun to watch. It took them a bit of a long time, but it was fine. Then we went on a small break. We had a soda. We talked a little bit, yeah, and then we went back. In the second half, everyone did amazing. Like they just
So
needed
good.
a little break, a little like reset, and
Yeah.
they were able to just grab the sail and move. Probably
Nice.
they were not able to turn very well, but that's totally
Doesn't
fine.
matter.
If it's your first 2 hours in the
Yeah.
water, if you just manage to stay on the board and have the sail push you, that's 100% a win. And it
Nice.
was beautiful.
And they had fun.
They had a lot of fun at the end. Everyone was super grateful. Like everyone came to me at some point because I was the one pushing for it.
Yeah.
And I was like super excited. And everyone came in like, "Hey, this was really awesome. I was not expecting it. I really liked it." There's a girl that signed up for the beginners, like the master's course, which is like an intermediate course for next year.
Ooh.
Yeah, she had a little bit of experience sailing, so she was the one that did
Yeah.
the
Okay.
best.
Yeah.
And she signed up, which is awesome,
That's
meaning
cool.
that I have a colleague who now is also my surfing friend buddy. In a
Ah,
year from now, we might be in the same
cool.
class. Like that's cool.
That's cool.
People are really cool, really amazing. And yeah, they struggled a lot. I'm not gonna deny that, but they had fun.
I understand. I
And-
also struggled when you told me when you
Yeah.
took me the first time.
Yeah, it was so good. And what was so funny is like I had my GoPro and I was taking videos and photos of everyone. I was like the proud dad, like, "Hey, there you go!" And then they fall in the water, psh, and then I just send everyone the link to the drive
Okay, that's
with
very
with the
cute.
videos. It was so nice and it was
I
so
love that.
cool.
And also the weather was really good.
The weather was amazing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You have to when you book these things, you usually do it with at least 2 weeks in advance.
Yeah.
Because Denmark. 2 weeks in advance, you have no idea about the weather.
Nope.
Like it could be great, it could be a storm, it could be shit.
Yeah.
And we were so lucky that the wind was pretty good and it was sunny, and the sunset was freaking amazing.
Ah, nice.
And it was like out of a movie. And you know that for a good sunset, you need clouds.
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously not covering the sun, but like to be the
to
canvas.
like reflect the
Exactly. So where the clouds turn like purple
Yeah.
and pink, and it's just like all around you, like this feeling of awe, and you're like in the water, and it's like, holy shit, this is beautiful. That happened, and
Amazing.
I'm so happy that I made it happen.
You
It's like
manifested.
I have the agencies. Like, yeah, he is the crazy guy who brought everyone here, and everyone had a good time. Like, fuck yeah.
I'm trying to, I need to channel that energy. Misha and I are running our first mushroom walk on Sunday of this
Okay.
week, and it's supposed to rain, but we're kind of
Mm.
hoping that either be a good thing. Mushrooms love rain, so hopefully,
They will come out.
exactly. It's supposed to rain all the day before, so hopefully they have time.
But
to,
wait,
like-
are you taking some people that have never done it before, or
yeah,
what?
it's through the grant that we have, so
Ah,
it's through
okay.
it's all the Epsilon students.
So people signed up to go mushroom picking with you
Yes,
guys.
Yes.
Oh,
Well, we have a little.
lovely.
We have a guide, like an official guide, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a little bit more than just us. But also, it was crazy. Sorry, I also interrupted your.
No, it's fine.
thing.
There was not much.
I got the sign up sheet a week ago.
Yeah.
To Epsilon, and within, like, we put it out 9 p.m. and we woke up the next morning, and we have a maximum of 30, and 29 people had signed up,
Whoa.
and that was in 9 hours. So we were like, "Holy shit!"
Wow.
People, or maybe it was 20. Anyway, like it was a lot of people had
Yeah.
signed up, which is kind of exciting.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to go and look at mushrooms. Like,
yeah. Are you gonna pick them up or just looking at them?
I think it depends. If we find actually like cool edible ones, then we'll pick them up. But
Okay.
that's not a guarantee. Like, probably we will. This is the best mushroom season I've seen in Denmark since I've been here.
Wow, that
which
means nothing to me, but cool.
It's just there's a lot of variety right now, which
Mhm.
is really cool. Because not normally, but there are a lot of times when you go mushroom picking, you only find one type. So
Okay.
you have like a bunch of puff balls, and
A
that's
bunch
fine.
of the same.
The same, but now it's cool because now you have like 5 or 6 different kinds.
And that happens because of the weather pattern that has been
It must
going
be
on, or
it
what?
must be. It's been really warm and not that rainy, but because it's been raining a lot recently, or like a lot, it's been raining more recently. I think they've just been like activated. I don't know what it is. I don't.
So-
know.
so
Also, no one knows.
she
what
doesn't
it is.
know.
No one knows what it is. They don't really have any idea why mushrooms grow or where they come. But I think it's because it's been warm. But also now I'm in different spots because I've moved. So
See?
maybe it's just
That brings us to another topic, which is not today's topic, but it's like positive things about global warming.
yes.
You can windsurf in
Mushrooms!
October and have mushrooms afterwards. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so that's this weekend.
Cool. I'm so happy. Yes.
We've done our intro now. Should
No,
we-
there was another thing that
Oh,
happened
there's
last
another
week.
thing.
Yes. You remember last week I was I was kind of complaining, but I told you about this course that I was taking about
Oh yeah, this
sustainability
is
and communication.
yes.
So last week when we spoke, I was doing the sustainability part, which is kind of the boring part, and then there's the communication part, which
Oh, did you do your potato thing?
yes, hell yeah, and it was fucking amazing.
Can we get our potatoes back?
I didn't took your potatoes.
Oh, I thought you took 3 potatoes.
I was tempted, but I didn't because I knew I was gonna smash them by the time I had my presentation. So this is what happened. The communication part of the course is supposed to give you tools to be able to present your PhD or your topic or whatever you're talking about to an audience that is not an expert.
Okay.
So think high school students. So if you come to me with a PhD on medicine or biology or chemistry, whatever, I don't know shit about it. So you should think about me as a high school student because I barely remember my chemistry from high school.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So that's the thing. Like, how do you present a very complex idea, like simplified but not too much, to an audience that doesn't really know? And they gave us a lot of like actually really, really good presentations. They have this thing in Denmark, which I think is like the PhD Cup or like the PhD thing, which is a televised event where PhD students, Danish, everything Danish, they go and they present their PhD in like, I don't know how long, but like 5 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
So they have to be like incredible at presenting their topic and like you cannot have a wider audience than that. Like national TV, okay. And they brought like a girl who was there who was working on antidotes for venomous snakes, and she gave us a lot of like tips and tricks, and like she was actually an amazing speaker, and she was just letting us know what she does and what her process is, which was super nice.
Yeah.
Then they brought like graphic designers to guide us and like stuff like how to do a good graphic design stuff and like what's the DTU style and a lot of links of things that are useful. Like it was actually a really, really, really cool part of the course.
Nice.
Everyone was super nice. Everyone was like doing the assignments and like, okay, probably some people don't want to be here, but we are here anyway, so my thing and get on with it. It was super nice. And the final thing, you had to do like a 10-minute presentation, and you presented in groups of 3. So you presented to 2 other people. And you are like, okay, this is my presentation, this is my topic, you do it, they get feedback, great. That is like obviously people divided into small groups. And then there's like a final plenary session where 3 people out of like the entire class, which is like 100 people, present their topic. And those are people who either volunteered or were volunteer. Like people said like, okay, your presentation was very good, you should present it in front of everyone. And they said that about my presentation. So I was like,
Nice.
well, if you don't have enough people, I can present, no problem. And I was the first one to present. And I gotta say, well, I'm not the most humble person in the world,
Yeah,
but it was
no
fucking
shit.
awesome. I did really good.
Did you do better than the others?
Yeah. Actually, when I finished, it was very good. And when I finished, the next person was a girl who was like, well, how do I follow that? I was like, yeah, I think a lot of things played in my favor. Like at some point, I'm 3 months away from finishing my PhD.
True.
So I said the thing like, okay, this is my PhD, but that's not a promise. This has already been done. And I was able to say like what I already did.
Yeah.
So they were like able to, I mean, it's different when you
And
are
you had-
promising a lot of things that you don't know about
Yeah.
and when you are like already wrapping up.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of people struggle with the presentation because you only had a few hours to put it together and you need to do like good graphics.
Yeah.
I already had
You
all of
already
that.
have them.
So I just butcher a lot of things from previous presentations, put them together in a high school understandable manner, and then I just had to focus on the storytelling.
Yeah.
And it was freaking amazing. I juggled during the presentation.
With the potatoes?
Well, I didn't have potatoes because I'm a dumbass, but I had my juggling balls.
Didn't take our potatoes.
Also,
After asking if you could take our potatoes.
I know. I didn't take your potatoes because I knew I was gonna smash them, and they were a little bit too heavy for
Yeah, they
how
were
I
big.
usually juggle. So I know that
But
if
it's
they
funnier.
fall, yeah, it's funnier. I thought about it, And my problem was like, I mean, the reason why I wanted potatoes is because my talk was titled potatoes, avocados, and windmills.
I think I've seen something that you've done on potatoes and like the shape of an air.
Exactly, that's the whole thing. The
Yeah.
part of the wind turbine that I work with is close to the tip, which is very thick. And if someone from classical aerodynamics looks at that shape, they would say, "That's not an airfoil. That's a potato." That's the whole thing. That's the whole bit. Yeah. But the thing is, like, I didn't have potatoes in my apartment like the night before where I was supposed to present. I was like, "Holy shit! I don't have any potatoes. What do I do?" And I have this board game that I played with you once. It's the throw avocado.
Oh yeah.
So I just took the smushy avocados from the board game, and I just and the title, I changed the title. Now it's it was potatoes, avocados, and windmills.
Nice.
It was very nice, and
That's so nice.
everything came together like really nice. Also, I'm okay presenting in front of people because I don't give a fuck about what they think
You've also
about
done
me.
it so much at this point.
I've done it a lot in several conferences all the time.
That reminds me, Ellen. I think you've met her. She's the one from my friend from Estonia or from Canada. She came once.
Okay.
Blonde. Anyway, she was presenting today, and she is. It's not a competition necessarily that you enter into, but the person with the best presentation gets 700 euros.
Wow.
And she's good at presenting, and we also we did our bachelor's together, and we had to present a lot, so that ended up being like quite a key part of our skill set is presenting. But I was thinking of you because I was like, you should just start entering into like
competitions
and
like
get money.
Academic
competition, because so many academics are bad at presenting.
Oh,
it's horrible.
It's so true.
They're so good at their stuff, but when it comes to presenting, they can't do
presenting, teaching,
Yeah.
pitching an idea.
Yeah.
I have a friend who's like, oh yeah, I'm in this startup company and my bosses are getting funding wherever, and so I have to go to I don't know what thing in Copenhagen to pitch in 3 minutes to investors to get like 500,000 kroners. Like, holy shit, no pressure.
Yeah. But it's like these academics are bad at presentations.
In general, they're
so
pretty
if
bad.
if you can present as an academic, already you have a leg up. You should just start getting paid for it.
I might as well. There was a guy who, after seeing my presentation, he said like, I saw something similar from a guy from DTU in this. I think it was like science and cocktails, like something like that.
Oh, you should do science and cocktails.
I should do that.
That
and
would
he
be
was
so
like,
fun.
this guy was talking about wind turbines, but he was on a different topic, and it was good, but it was not that good, like as you.
Oh my god, you should totally do science.
I should totally do something like that. And also, I mean, again, I'm gonna sound like a fucking asshole prick saying
you are
this.
an asshole. It's okay.
A little bit. I'm not gonna deny that. But it's like me in my element.
Yeah.
Like I know how to dance, I know how to windsurf, and like, but all of those are just hobbies. Like my real element is this.
Yeah.
And when you see someone like doing so well on something, it's like it's nice, it's attractive, it's good.
And you still haven't gotten laid.
Well, first of all, fuck you. Second, I met some friends that's why I want to come back to Lyngby campus a little more. Like I can just, hey, I'm in campus, on campus. Do you want to have lunch or like whatever? Like they saw me like literally doing one of the things that I do best.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
That is nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, congratulations. That's really fun.
I had so much fun doing it.
And now the course is over. It was only 2 weeks.
Yeah,
right?
it was only 1 week.
1 week.
Yeah,
it's over now.
And it was funny because a lot of my presentation is me being myself, and I'm a dumbass idiot. So a lot of it is funny, actually. So I play with that on my favor, but it's not a stand-up comedy show. So like the purpose is not to make you laugh.
Yeah.
But you laugh anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Which is the beauty of it.
Exactly. And then when I stopped presenting, the one of the teachers like stood up and like, oh, that's so great, that's amazing. And then she said like, you made heavy use of something that we didn't speak a lot about, which is comedy, like making people laugh. That's good. But I mean, the obvious thing is like a double-edged sword, right? Like you don't want to be funny just to be funny, unless you have a point.
There's an art to being funny.
Exactly. Like, it has to be subtle, especially if your objective is to teach them about whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's cool.
I think all my teaching experience and my presentations in conferences and like this was just like, okay, do your thing. And I fucking nailed it. I mean, Again, zero humility here. I'm sorry. Listen to my
Hey,
success
you're allowed
in
to be
my
proud of your
podcast.
successes.
Exactly. But like, if you were there, like you see me present, you're like, yeah, this guy fucks.
But he doesn't.
I'm working on it, right?
I support you.
Thank you.
I'm cheering for you.
I know you are. Oh, this is so cool. Our listeners haven't heard this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. You did something that I didn't expect, and it was so cute. You told me about it last year when I
Oh, wait.
last year I was dating a girl, and the first time we went out and we had sex, I told Valerie like, "Hey, I got late." She was so proud of me.
I put it in my calendar.
She put a reminder on her calendar, and now, like a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks
on
ago,
Sunday.
you got the reminder, and then you told me like, "Oh, by the way, 1 year ago,
You got
this
laid."
happened." Like, okay, it's not been a year.
No, it's not been a year. That was just the first time
Yeah.
that you got laid from that period.
Yeah,
that
with
was
this
like an
person
era. Yeah.
specifically. But yeah, it was very cute, and I had no idea, and nice reminder.
It's good. It's in my calendar to repeat every year.
Your
so,
friends celebrate your victories.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
supportive.
Yeah, I like it very
cheering for
much.
you.
Yes. It also reminds me that every time Lars comes to Denmark, I'm like, hell yeah. Valerie, that's Valerie's boyfriend. I'm like, hell yeah, she's gonna get laid.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, supporting each other.
Supporting each other's
Hell yeah.
victories.
That was my. I had this meeting with my supervisors on Monday, where I basically.
Are you
Yeah.
answering emails?
No, I
are
just
you
needed to
doing?
unlock
Oh.
the computer.
Oh, okay.
It was a small recap of what I still need to do for my thesis once a while. And one of my supervisors were like, okay, but everything seems to be under control. Like, you're not freaking out at all. It's like, you have it pretty much under control. And I'm like, and he's like, or you have an amazing poker face. And I'm like, yeah, maybe I just had a very good weekend, which I did.
You did.
So, yeah, now I'm facing a little bit more of my reality, and it's like, yeah, you see my social media posts, and you're like, holy shit, this guy is fucking killing it. And that was last week.
That's what social media is about. It's about pretending that you're okay.
Yeah, you're pretending. Like, you do your Instagram post, you do your LinkedIn post. I'm posting more on LinkedIn because I'm employed soon, so may as
man.
well. Plus, I'm already doing the hard stuff. Like, I just had to take a picture and put it there.
True.
So, yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah. But, yeah, it has been a great week.
Good.
I'm very happy.
Me too.
Yes. And now I'm officially not windsurfing anymore because it's done. And this week, well, today, I tried to start writing on my thesis. I avoided it. I
Yeah.
did something else instead. Also productive with the thesis.
Yeah.
But yeah, I counted. And starting from Monday, I have 10 weeks. And
Okay. And how does it have a limit as to how long or short
Nope.
it needs? Oh,
you
then you're
can
good.
do whatever.
Write one page.
Title, hypothesis, results.
Yeah.
Bye,
Done.
bitch. Yeah, I actually can do it like fairly short. It's fine.
Yeah. It's actually better, I think. No
Yeah,
one
I
wants to read
think it takes
100
more
pages.
effort to like put it in
Yeah,
a small amount of
true.
pages. So I'm just gonna put what is absolutely necessary. And what is really my problem right now is that I had to start looking at what was useful from what I did 3 years ago. And myself from 3 years ago was an idiot.
As
yeah.
opposed to now.
As opposed to now that I'm a little less of an idiot who has more idea what the whole thing was about, and now I have the problem that I have to figure out like the
What were you
coherent story
thinking?
of the last 3 years.
Yeah. Okay.
And
But
yeah,
you're good at narratives. You'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out. Yes, we'll be fine.
Yes.
It's been 40 minutes and we haven't said anything about
This
today's
this
topic.
exact thing happened last time too. It was actually 40 minutes as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Let's
We
make.
need 40-minute intro. That's like most of the podcast.
That's fine. If you're here for the intro and you don't want to hear us,
just skip it.
yeah, you can just like. It was a nice episode. Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
Also,
Thank you
the
for
AI
listening.
thing will tell you what we're talking about. They have
Exactly.
these like AI sections.
Yeah, yeah. So AI.
Just
Oh, did
skip
you hear about this thing with the Navier-Stokes equations and AI?
No.
It is fucking mind blowing. I'm really I don't know if happy, concerned, scared. Like I don't know how to feel, but it's definitely something. The equations that are used for fluid mechanics are called the Navier-Stokes equations. They are super useful because everything that uses fluids is governed by those equations. But mathematically, the equation's solution. We
Okay.
just do approximations with models and simulations. And there is those are part of the millennium problems. So if you are able to show that the solutions exist or that they don't exist, you don't even have to get the solutions just to prove that they exist or don't.
Yeah.
Then you get $1 million from the Clay Institute of Mathematics.
Shit.
And
Did AI do it?
AI took a version of the equations with like, it's not the full equations, the one term is missing, and it started to show cases where they don't have a solution.
I see. So hang on. You get the $1 million if you show definitively if it does or does not have one.
Yeah,
Or
if you show that the full equation
yeah,
does
does.
or doesn't.
You have to, okay.
So-
You have to like write out a proof
Yes,
that it does or does not. Okay. And
exactly.
so far, there's no one. Everyone just assumes that it doesn't because they haven't found one. that
Yeah.
does.
Everyone
Okay.
now, we don't really know.
Okay.
But it's more a mathematical thing. I don't know how much of an impact it's going to have in physics and engineering.
Yeah.
Probably not very much.
I mean, it's physics and engineering are approximations anyway. So
Exactly. So pi
It
equal
won't make
3.
any difference.
Yeah. But anyway, it's very interesting that AI is making actual scientific progress on like a version of the problem.
That would
'Cause
be also that makes sense that it's doing. That's the area that it's excelling at. Like
I don't
of course-
know.
I don't know. It's
But it's like
algorithm-
mathematical proof of things. I would guess that
But
AI
it's-
will be very useful for like protein folding, but
maybe,
not
but it's
mathematical
I think,
proof.
Like AIs are inherently algorithmic. You would think that if you yourself
But
are an
maybe.
extremely complex algorithm, you should be able to figure out other like. You
The thing
just-
is, I don't know enough AI to know how to program it to do something like
Oh,
that.
yeah,
that
no,
I myself
definitely
don't know
not.
how to do.
yeah.
But apparently, people can do that, and it's looking very promising. So people are still looking into it. Like it's not 100% sure, confirmed, and also just a version of the equation.
it's
So
not the
one
full-
term
yeah.
is missing.
Mm.
So it's not reality yet, but a track that is like, wow, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a
Nerd.
highlight. Yeah, I'm such a nerd. Sorry. We can talk about
Yes.
which is less nerdy.
Which is what?
I found this topic online while I was watching reels or whatever. It was basically a girl who had this conversation with her friends, and it was everything based on this question of what would happen if humanity would suddenly, for any magical reason, lose the ability to lie. What would be the first, I don't know, industry or what thing in society would collapse first? Like, what would be the consequences of that? And
Like a lot.
I have several thoughts on that.
Yeah. Okay, you go
I-
first, and then I'll tell you mine.
Okay, the first thing I thought was like, lawyers will be unemployed, politicians will not work. Like, we need another government system or something because you cannot just vote for the biggest liar anymore. And then you start thinking about other more like odd things that do not necessarily constitute a collapse of society, but it's also like happened with actors and actresses. Is acting allowed? And here is like what you would ask yourself: what does it constitute to lie?
Yep.
And like, if everyone agrees that we are acting, then it's fine. Then you can be, I don't know, a soldier, a superhero, whatever. You
Yep.
can be an actor. But because everyone agrees that you're acting. So I think that would be fine.
Yep.
And then I was having this conversation with this friend that I had lunch with today. He is like, what about porn? Because in English,
That's acting.
that's acting, it's performing.
Yeah.
So what do you have? Like, if there is
Though,
something that is fake,
Yeah. What about actual sex where people fake orgasms?
that would
That's
be
lying.
that's lying.
Like I
And-
wouldn't call that. Maybe it's a performance. I don't know, but I feel like it's more lying
No,
than
but-
porn is.
But that's the thing. Like, if you're gonna fake an orgasm, you're gonna have to like be conscious that you're faking it, and the
Yeah.
other person as well. So like, yes, I'm gonna fake the orgasm now. Like, what the fuck? Like, that defeats the purpose, right?
Yeah.
So you
That's
can.
but like that. I think that's the first thing I thought of when you said it. I mean, you talked about which industry would
Was
collapse.
porn the
but
first thing?
no, but social relationships
Yeah.
is not that they're built on lies, but you do often, you tell little white lies to make people feel better. Or if you're honest all the time, no one's gonna like you.
But that's the thing. You don't. There's a time and place. It's
Yeah.
not that you have to lie. Is you have to say the things in the correct moment.
Yeah, but I mean, even it's just like if if someone comes out and they're like, "How do I look?" and you say "fucking terrible," that's
Well,
like,
but you cannot just. You can also say like, "Oh, I don't think you look good," and that would also be fine.
I don't know though, because I think there are some. It's just sometimes you need someone to tell you that you look good, regardless. Like that's just like sometimes there's time and place. If someone asks you something, you just tell them you look fine.
But I think there are works around that. Like you're not allowed to lie, but you could avoid a question.
Yeah.
I mean, I know in a world where everyone would tell the truth, if you avoid a question, it's like, okay, clearly
Yeah,
you don't want to say
clearly,
something.
yeah.
I know, fine. But yeah, I don't know.
Or like when you like I think I've actually realized the benefit of not pretending you're happy, but just not expressing that you're having a bad day because it affects other people around you. So if I came into this studio being like super grumpy because I had a terrible day,
Yeah, I would like,
it would affect you.
really? I'd be
Yeah.
like, fuck you, Valerie. We have a podcast to record.
But I would continue being grumpy. Like the
No,
podcast
yeah,
wouldn't be.
I totally get it.
And
Yeah.
it's not that I don't know if you constitute that lying, but me putting on like just shifting my mood for a bit because I don't feel like being grumpy right now, or like it's just not the right time. Is that lying, or is it just, or masking, or but I do find sometimes when people, if I have friends who we're in a group setting and all the rest of us are fine and there's one person, everyone else becomes grumpy. Like it just, it affects the dynamic. And so often it's actually easier if you pretend for like an hour or you just leave. You can do that too.
Okay.
But I think emotions and like the way they affect other people, at least I'm how my emotions are affecting other people and how theirs affect. If we couldn't lie anymore, I think I would be grumpy a lot more. Or I would just have like
Probably.
the effect of other people not masking the fact that they're upset would affect me a lot more.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Mm.
But even then, I think there are like different degrees of lying. Like
Yeah.
there's a difference between you pretending to be on a good mood with your friends to like, I don't know, you yourself have a good mood or like not affect everyone else, and a politician saying that he believes climate change is
yeah.
bullshit.
And then there's things like I also thought about greenwashing.
Exactly.
That's just, that's straight up lying.
That's straight up lying.
And you know that you're lying.
Yeah.
And that's not, it's, and lying for profit, I think, is not good.
I think it would be
Don't
great
like
if you
that.
can just like ask people upfront, like, are you racist? And they would tell you yes
But
or
that,
no or
the
whatever.
issue with that is some people don't know they're racist. So it might not even be that they're lying about it. They might just, because there's a lot of
Okay,
internalized
that's the thing.
racism
Like, yeah.
that
Internalized
how
racism
would they know?
and stupidity. Like people
Yeah.
sometimes are so stupid they don't
don't
realize
know.
they are.
Yeah, or you just genuinely don't know when you're doing something wrong because you've never been told that you're doing something, which is also, I think, another lying thing. If people were honest with each other, maybe they'd be like, yeah, you're racist. Like, you would
Yeah, but
point it out a lot more.
even then there are scenarios where like, okay, you cop, why are you beating this man? Oh, because he's black. Like, yeah. And there's no way you can mask that on court.
True.
Yeah. Everyone tells the truth.
But, I mean, then the reasons, yeah, it becomes complicated because there could be multiple reasons why he's beating this guy, and one of them could be because he's black, but he could also just say, because I felt threatened. That's not lying. It's because he's black. Like, it's not. It's just, another way around it.
Well, maybe lawyers still have a job then.
Yeah, I think people will just become way better with their words. Because I actually think genuinely it's difficult to lie outright. If you know that something you're saying is untruthful, it's difficult. I actually find it very hard to
You
lie.
think, no, give me an example. Like, what do you mean by that?
Like, okay, yeah, take the you look good, for example.
Yeah.
If I actually think someone looks bad, I don't think I'll ever tell them you look bad. I'll say,
I think you would tell me right on my
I
face.
tell you, but you're you.
I'm special.
There are other people that I would never say, you look like shit today. I would say, I don't know, you look tired. Or
Okay.
something like a
When
little more
somebody says
neutral.
like you look tired, you're like, I look like shit. I
yeah.
know.
Which, for me, that's fine.
You look tired is corporate for like you look like shit. Yes.
But like, that's a like corporate speak. Or being diplomatic, is that lying?
Okay.
Because I could easily be diplomatic. I'm not normally, but I could. I have a lot of training. I work with diplomats. I've seen this in action where you just use a lot of words that kind of circle around what you want to say, and then by the time you get to the end, they're like, I don't know what you were saying anymore. That's not a lie. In fact, yeah, with greenwashing, I'm sure there are some people who truly believe that even if they work for an oil company is trying to do something good when they're buying wind farms and whatever. Like, if you convince yourself, it's not lying, but you have to convince yourself first.
That's true.
I don't know which. So, yeah, I don't know. This is going to get really long and complicated if we go into, like, what is lying. But
Yeah, and I think we are not any, like, we don't have any expertise to tell anything about this.
But I agree with the politician thing. I think there are, well, okay. I do think that there are a lot of politicians who overpromise. And I do also think there are politicians who go and straight up lie. But there are a lot of politicians who are like, I can do this. And then they get into office. They're like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Because this place is so complicated and goes so slowly.
Yeah, I was thinking about exactly the same thing, sort of, in the context of like companies and specifically startups. Because when you're raising money, you're promising, you're promising the sky, right?
Yeah.
And actually, there's a chance you can get there. So it's not lying, but you also recognize that this is a best case scenario, which could happen, but it's not guaranteed.
Maybe it's more like you have to put a caveat if you think you're being ambitious. Like you can say, we're aiming to get whatever, 25 million, but there's all these things in the way, which you wouldn't normally put in a pitch. But maybe you just have to when you feel any sort of conflict with what is real or like what you think is realistic and what is actually realistic, or maybe it's just the alignment between what you're saying and what you're feeling. That has to be either you have to say exactly what you're feeling, or you have to say what you're feeling. You don't say what you're feeling, but you do like caveat it with
exactly
what actually.
Yeah, like it's a possibility. It's the best.
Be like, I'm gonna get rid of all homeless people, but I don't know how I'm gonna do that. And it might end up being that I don't actually get rid of the homeless problem. I just push them all to a different city.
Could be.
Which is normally what ends up happening.
That's what ends up happening. Nobody says it like that. Like you wouldn't vote for that guy, right?
No, exactly. But if you couldn't lie, or if you had some sort of you had to be honest about your feelings.
Yeah.
Then, politics would become way funnier, but it would also get way less exciting because now it's like a whole bunch of people who are like, I'm gonna reduce the price of eggs, but I don't really know how.
Do you push society to have less exposure to the actual truth? Like if you think you're saying the truth, but you don't know, you could quote unquote lie.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call it lying if you don't know what the truth is.
So let's say that you don't know shit about climate change.
Yeah.
And you want to say climate change is not real because you think it's not because you haven't seen.
Yeah.
You don't know what a high school is. You don't know what a university is.
Yeah.
Would people who support that kind of behavior try to put more people in like ignorant situations?
Probably.
Yeah, right?
I mean, that's kind of the US right now.
Yeah, like you would
just
see
don't
like
educate people.
Exactly. You would see like big oil companies pushing against having universities and having high schools in general. Because then if they do that, and I don't know, because they cannot lie. Yeah. Another one that I thought about was advertisement.
Oh, yeah. Marketing.
Marketing, exactly. Yeah. How do you promise, I don't know, this cream is going to make you look 10 years younger? 10 years ago.
I feel like everything actually is just going to become about the footnotes. So you say, this cream will make you 10 years younger. And then there's about 100 footnotes that are like, it won't actually.
This is a lie.
This is a lie. Or it'll make you look like you have fewer wrinkles as if you were 10 years. Like, there would have to be so many caveats and footnotes.
I'm not lying. Right?
Exactly. Or you have to truly convince yourself that it will work.
Yeah, but I think that's hard. Like you would need someone who doesn't understand the thing to be convinced.
Yes. That's where the no education comes in.
Exactly. Like if you have someone who doesn't really know anything about thermodynamics, who reversed, I don't know, how do you call it? Like microwave is going to cool things. This brings us
back to the airplane episode where all those business people were like, this is going to happen. And you were like, no,
that's not going to happen. I'm not an expert and I know that you're lying.
But do you think those people were lying or do you think they didn't know?
I think they were lying. I think they knew they were lying.
So they wouldn't be there.
Yeah, no.
if you weren't allowed to lie.
I especially because I saw the CVs of those people, and it's hard for me to believe that someone with that degree of education and experience would be so blind to why what you're saying is wrong. So probably they're just like over promising with the hope that they maybe just do a little bit of a something.
Yeah.
But it's hard. It's hard to believe. And at what point can you do that, right? Like if you're saying, oh, in the best case scenario, this is gonna happen. Like, okay, but that is not gonna happen. So, what are we talking?
But they said best case, so they're not lying.
Exactly. So again, fuck.
Everything would become so much more convoluted, I think.
Yeah.
And also, yeah, I mean, okay, take the 10-year younger cream.
Yes.
Maybe this is just me because I'm in a circle of people who are quite well educated and also in a circle of people who don't worry too much about it. But if I read that, immediately I'm like, how do you measure that? Like, I couldn't possibly take that at face value. I'm sure it means I'm going to have maybe smoother skin and maybe not even get rid of wrinkles, but whatever. It'll glow or be moisturized or something. But I would never believe something that told me my skin's going to look 10 years younger. Nor have I ever met anyone who's like, oh no, yeah, I'm using this cream because I'm going to look 10 years younger.
True.
So when someone is outright lying, most people I feel like they can see it or they understand why the lie is happening. If it's in marketing, there's other things,
this is only
just
for marketing. Yeah.
When someone's marketing to you, you know they're marketing to you, and you know that they're saying something that's super exaggerated already.
Yeah, I think we have enough experience in this capitalistic society that we know that when they promise you something for you to buy something, you're like, okay, this is good, not that good, but maybe gets the job done for what I want.
So maybe it's because we've encountered this kind of like if something. I feel like I'm in a sort of gray zone with like AI, for example, when they say AI can do this, and my immediate reaction is I feel like it can't.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of lying now, or like over promising with AI.
Definitely. The AI bubble is a thing.
And they had this with hydrogen as well, that hydrogen's going to come and save the world, which I'm so sure everyone in the hydrogen industry was like, yes.
Yeah, exactly. When I was first presented with the hydrogen, it's like, okay, I haven't run the numbers, but this
seems,
like it seems like it makes sense, right? Yeah. But from that to make it a reality, there is a world of distance.
Exactly. And also, it ends up, if you think about it a little bit more, it doesn't make sense because why are you using energy to put into an energy carrier to then put it back into if they're going to use it for electricity, for example, just fucking electrify. So, but yeah, there were some things where I was like, that actually makes sense. But I don't think they were lying to me. I think they genuinely thought that was the case. And I can't see through it because I've never encountered a hydrogen economy before. I've never encountered AI doing whatever before. Whereas I've encountered cream before. And it didn't make me 10 years younger.
Yeah, I think there are fields where you just like don't have enough experience to know that this will be bullshit.
Exactly.
And that it's fine. Like exactly with AI right now. Like this math thing, I would have you would have told me that a month before and I would be like, I don't think AI can do that. It can.
It can.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know how much actual lying there is. When it comes to things like advertising or even lawyers. Like I'm sure they're not lying.
I mean, sometimes if you know that your client is guilty and you're just defending him, you're straight up lying.
Yes, but you're doing it in such a roundabout way that there are aspects of it that are like nothing they say is false. They're technically not allowed to lie in court.
I mean, yeah, I don't have enough law experience to like actually
my dad's a lawyer.
Debate this. I know.
He's not a court lawyer, but he's a lawyer.
And I don't know. I think like even if you come up with like good arguments to like, I don't know, attenuate the situation, you cannot straight up say like, oh, he didn't murder.
No, which they never do. They will interpret certain laws and certain phrases and use past examples to justify why maybe it was actually okay.
But it could it was okay to kill someone. Why does that sound familiar?
Or they would bring it down to like manslaughter or whatever, you know, like.
Yeah. But that's the thing, like if you're a lawyer and your client kills someone, someone has to prove that they killed someone.
Yes.
Right? But if you cannot lie, you can just ask the man, did you kill him? And they would say, well, yeah. He was being annoying. Then what? You killed him.
True. It would become much more efficient.
Yeah.
But then there will always be gray zones where it's like it was an accident or
Yeah, I mean, sure. And then you can come and explain. Like,
Or-
I'm not saying you're a murderer. I'm just saying that you killed someone.
I feel like killing is a relatively easy one, but for example, like rape cases. There are a lot of rape
Okay.
cases where it's so gray whether you've raped someone or not. Or, you know, there are some like obviously,
Obviously.
but there are some where, I don't know, you were both drunk or like he didn't know that she was saying no. You know, like I feel like it's so much more gray and most cases in courts are not murder. They're all the other
Fair.
gray shit that may
Yeah.
or may not have been.
But I think we
True or
would
not.
like get rid of a lot of shit that society doesn't need. Like, people who steal from their company or like people who take from taxes. Like, did you take this money for yourself? Yes. Okay.
No,
Jail.
I put in an offshore bank account
I mean, yeah.
for someone else. I opened a charity and then I got like it's the thing. That's the thing. Like billionaires, like they are now, are not actually stealing taxes. They're just finding ways to avoid them,
Which
which is not lying. It's perfectly legal. to
that's
do
the
that.
thing. That's the thing. Being legal doesn't mean that it's okay.
That's true. Yeah, but that's not lying either.
But don't you think it would help even a little bit?
There are people who commit fraud, which is lying, and then they
Mhm.
get caught. But there are also people like doing everything perfectly fine who are still being assholes.
I think it would make life way easier for like the really autistic people.
yeah, they
Suddenly,
wouldn't have to interpret what you're saying.
suddenly space value, everything is what it is.
Okay, I support it. Yeah, it would be nice if everything that people said, you could take that to be true.
I mean, yes and no. There are things that are fun when they're not like explicit true.
That's
like
true.
when you're
Flirting?
flirting with someone. It's so like
it's so nice to have like double meanings. to
yes,
things.
this thrilling of like,
Yeah.
oh, did you want to fuck me or we're just gonna go have coffee? Like I don't know, but I want to
Yeah,
find out.
That's the thing. Yeah, when you have a crush on someone, you're like, I'm
Oh,
gonna
hell
be
yeah.
so delusional
yes.
right now.
Yes, when I brought the cupcakes, like, oh, thank you for the cupcakes. Like, yes, I want to have a song with you as well. For sure.
Yeah, that's so much fun.
That is fun.
Difficult with autistic people. though.
Yeah, I think you cannot put everything in the framework of like I was flirting or like I was just being like
It also
being a
allows you-
comedian.
yeah,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
telling a joke, it's so good. And
it's also straight up lying. Most of them make up stories.
I mean, yeah, of course, but some of them, I mean, I wouldn't want to deprive the world from good comedy.
no,
Yeah.
agreed.
So
Yeah, I think nuance is a beautiful thing.
it's definitely fun.
It's so much fun.
Yes.
Also allows you to back out if you don't want to be like if
Exactly,
you tell a joke
exactly.
that you're
You
not
have
sure it's a joke.
deniability.
Yeah, exactly. You have
That
deniability.
really
That
it's
helps.
good.
That is-
yes.
Yeah, that's the beauty of life is
yeah,
deniability. So yeah, I actually feel like I don't know if the world like the bad things would actually change that much, and the good things I think would be
Yeah, a lot of good
Go
things
away.
would. So are we agreeing that the world needs lies?
yes.
Okay, I think it's very difficult for anything that came to be with evolution to not lie.
Yeah. There are advantages to lying. There are obviously I mean, lying is a tool.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about lying as deception,
Yeah.
like so many animals in the animal kingdom do it. Like
Yeah.
when they hide their food, when they look for a mate, or like when they're trying not to get eaten. Like deception is everything. The perception of the other person and to fool them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think we just use it on a different level. But it's fun to flirt.
It's so fun to flirt.
Yes,
Ugh, having stupid crushes.
it's so fun.
So much fun.
Yeah, especially fun when you don't expect it. It's like, wait,
Yeah.
she was flirting with me, and then you find out like 5 years later.
you
But
kick
it's
yourself.
fine. Yeah, if you're a man, you're realizing that 5 years too late. But hey, she wanted to sleep with you.
I was thinking about this because Lars and I are in an open relationship. And
Mhm.
the main benefit of being in an open relationship isn't that you can go and sleep with other people. It's that you could flirt with other people. Because if you're in a closed relationship, that's a gray area.
Yeah, definitely.
If you're in an open one, it's just like the ability to relate to men in different ways that
Mhm.
might be in a monogamous relationship not so good or like not so accepted. But because you have the freedom, like I can flirt with people
Yeah.
just cuz.
Just because it's fun.
Just because it's fun. If it leads somewhere, whatever. But it's just like so fun. I would be really sad if I couldn't flirt with people.
Yeah, me too.
And I feel like being in a monogamous relationship, sometimes it's fine. But oftentimes for a monogamous relationship and your significant other is flirting with someone else, you're like, brother, what the fuck?
Agree 100%.
But there is a joy. Some part of the joy of life is flirting with people.
It's flirting, deception,
This
jokes.
is also in a professional sense, by the way. Like, you can just, like, not flirt, but, relate to people in a way that's not just professional. I hate being professional. It's just so
boring.
Yeah, but you can just, like, joke around a little.
Joke around, like sarcasm.
Yeah, sarcasm.
Sarcasm is such
so good.
Amazing.
Yeah, which also, a theory, could be classified as lying.
Yeah.
Which, could you imagine a place without sarcasm? Huh.
No. No, I would kill myself so fast. Yes. Yeah,
it would be horrible.
I need a layer of deception.
Yes.
Call it sarcasm or
I need
comedy.
to be able to kind of interpret what you're saying in two ways and decide for myself.
Exactly. I just want to be able to get my own version of the story and live with that one.
The fun thing, I think this kind of reminded me of something on Reddit. When you do sarcasm, you have to write that you're being sarcastic because it's quite difficult to interpret whether you're being serious or not, which I think is funny because like a writing form, like texting, it's very difficult, I think, to flirt over text or to be sarcastic over text. You need to like really know the person.
Exactly.
First,
if you really know the person, yes, you can.
Yeah.
But if you are like getting to know someone, like you just got the number from a girl and you're texting her, it's really hard.
Yeah, you can't make a stupid joke because she might take it seriously and then you look like an idiot.
Yeah, I mean, if it works, it's great.
Yeah,
exactly. Right away, but it's hard.
It's a risk.
Yeah, you need to like get to know the person. Like,
but I feel like you could
face.
actually, if everything became writing, you could detect maybe a little. It might be easier to detect lying if everything became writing. Because it's so straightforward.
Yeah, it's what it's on the paper.
Exactly. And maybe you could train an AI to be like, this is wrong.
Yeah, that reminds me, I don't remember who's the comedian, but he was saying like, if you write stuff that you say, everything sounds like you're raping someone.
What?
Yeah, like if you're flirting with someone, like you already, well, not flirting, like you are already in a kind of relationship, situationship.
Yeah.
And you write stuff like, I don't know, choke me is like, okay, attempted murder. Like,
oh, have you seen that? There's a video. Do you know Key and Peele?
No.
They did you know like the video where there's a teacher at the front of the class and he's pronouncing everyone's name wrong?
Yes. Yes,
Aaron?
the black guy.
Yeah, the black.
Okay, yes.
So they do other videos and they did one where they were texting and one was really angry and the other one was really friendly.
Yes.
And that's like the like perfect example.
The essence.
Yeah, that's the essence of like you can interpret it however you want, but like it's so straight. Like you just like whatever you write is what you write, you know? Maybe it would be maybe it'd be more difficult to lie. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, once I dated a girl who was like, "What the fuck is he like on texting?" And I was like, "Yeah, everything is cool." And she was like, "Everything is not good." And like then we met and like, "Wait, why are you mad?" Like,
oh my god, the Key and Peele thing literally happened to you.
Yeah, and I'm usually the stupid one who thinks that everything is fine.
Yeah, there's also just some terrible texters, and you're like, you're mad at me. Because they use like a period, and you're like, I'm going to go kill myself.
You're used to period, and then someone slightly autistic, me, would be like, okay, she's done, because she used to period.
It's like, wait, you didn't use exclamation marks in everything you wrote? That means you hate me.
Yeah.
But it's different people's texting styles is so fun.
Yeah, and it's also very cultural. Like when I text, like Danish is different.
Yeah.
And also to younger people, their use of emojis. I mean, I'm gonna sound such a boomer by saying this, but it's different. They use completely different set of emojis. You use the same emojis as I do. So welcome to the 30s club, even though you're not 30.
Yeah, that's true. They do have different. Yeah, the emotions are different.
Yeah, definitely. And it's more open to interpretation. Us, millennials, is quite literal. La laughing face, like you're laughing. they use something like, I don't
I
know,
really
a
like-
microwave, and that could mean whatever the fuck.
Microwave.
Exactly. And you are like, okay.
Okay, that's funny.
Yeah, I mean, and at the risk of sounding like a boomer, you have
sound
to
like a
Google
boomer.
it.
Apparently, there's this new thing. Like the new number is 6'7".
6'7", yes.
I have no idea what that means.
I think it means something about being fast. I don't know. Maybe I sounded like a complete dumbass by saying that. I'm gonna Google it. But
I was considering Google it, but like for the longest time, for example, I didn't know what a labubu was.
I saw a TikTok that explained
Yeah,
to people
yeah.
what a labubu is, and I'm like, this is so stupid.
It's so stupid.
Yes.
I thought it was way more sophisticated than
Yeah,
that.
I
but it
thought like,
wasn't.
okay, maybe some kind of digital token, something that we're
Nope.
giving value. No, it's so stupid. Yeah, and they're so ugly as well.
They're so ugly.
I cannot believe it.
It's like a troll doll.
Yeah,
They're like not nice.
not nice. Oh, we're very old.
We're so old.
We can confidently say that none of our 25 listeners is below 20.
Yeah, I fucking hope not. Could you imagine?
Oh, no. We would be so cringe to
Children
them.
listening to us?
Children? Yeah. Don't listen to our advice.
We don't have any.
Yeah, no.
Don't do drugs.
Nah, do drugs.
Do drugs.
Drugs are fun.
Don't do kids.
Don't do kids, yeah. That's bad. Oh, that now that we're talking about drugs, it reminded me that in the trailer, in the last part, you asked like, "Oh, who's gonna sponsor us?" And I said, "Novo Nordisk." And
Yeah.
like, that's not gonna happen anymore.
They have no money.
What's up with the money, Novo Nordisk? We never got
It's
sponsored.
because someone else is helping people not be fat anymore.
Yeah, but anyway.
Novo will get there. They'll discover something that makes people fat again, and then
But
the
sell it to
cycle-
McDonald's.
Exactly, and the cycle will continue. They'll be fine.
Yeah.
Big pharma will never die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, do you want to wrap up this episode with something? Is there anything you want to say? Because we're overdue on time.
No, I'm
Wait, okay. Lying, good or bad?
overall, as it is used generally, good.
I agree. I think lying has a very good side that I don't want to give up.
Yep, agreed.
I-
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, we agreed. Yeah, it's just a matter of be less of an asshole in general.
Exactly. Maybe if you have to lie to be nice, maybe you should try being nice, like as a person.
Exactly.
Be
Or
a good person.
you don't have to lie, just be a good person. Bring
Exactly.
good vibes.
Exactly.
And yeah, don't straight up lie to people to benefit from them. That's the worst.
That's the advice that children should take. So if there is anyone
Exactly.
under 20 listening,
Remember,
Listen.
we don't know what 6'7" is, but we know something about being nice.
we know about lying.
Yes. And flirting. A little bit. And autism. A little bit
A
more.
little bit more.
It was so stupid. Pretty much nothing to do with sustainability, which I'm fine.
No. We said the word greenwashing.
Yeah, that's lying.
That's
Don't do that.
don't do that.
Okay.
Okay.
So thank you for listening. Wait.
Nope.
Nope.
Yep.
Yeah, nailed it. Also, I gotta say, as a lead,
Yeah.
if a follow asks you to dance,
Yeah.
it feels like
So-
such a compliment. But when they see you dancing, then I want to dance with you.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit, fuck yeah, let's go. By the way, I'm single.
Do you say that?
No, but I think about it. I don't open up with that, Valerie. That would be the reason why I'm single.
You're weird.